Hi, Steve Ash. Thanks so much for joining me today. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Charlotte. How are you?
Good. So just let's start off. Tell us what you do, what your official title is.
Well, I am a sales manager, a regional manager. So I manage some folks, and I also do fundraising for schools and teams that are looking to raise money.
Let's start with fundraising. What do you enjoy most about being a fundraising coach?
I like helping people reach their goals and to raise money for whatever. And it's nice to be able to assist them in getting the money they need so they can get the things that they need to help them be a better team or make the experience better for the kids. So, yeah, I like that. Yeah, I mean, I love working with coaches. I mean, most coaches are happy you're there and are looking for guidance and direction and glad that somebody's taken kind of the initiative to help them get to and giving them direction on how to get to where they need to be to make the money they need. So I like working with coaches and the kids. It's great. It's great to be in front of kids and helping them and seeing them get excited and reaching goals and, earning gear and making it fun. So,
You work with middle school and high school students.
and mostly high school, but yeah, I do work with middle school as well.
How would you describe the company culture here at Gold Athletics in a few words?
One thing I like about it is that it's a team atmosphere, right? So we're all working together to try to help everybody succeed. So I guess I would say team would be the word that I would use to describe.
How did you find yourself at Gold Athletics? How did you get into the world of sports fundraising?
This is my 26th year of fundraising. And I got into it. I had a friend of mine that was working for a company that was, you know, uh, branching out into New England. At the time, I was living in Knoxville, Tennessee, and I was looking to make a change in my career and actually move back up here to the Northeast where I'm from. And had an opportunity to meet with powers that be at the time, and they hired me, and I was very successful from day one. I enjoyed doing what I was doing, and I liked working with kids. I liked working with coaches, and it was a great opportunity, and we did really well.
When you started 26 years ago, was there anything that you can think of that maybe any guidance you got or any words of advice that kind of helped you in your role?
Well, I think the key is whenever you have a sales job, and that's basically what this is that you need to have a goal, I guess, more than anything, of what you want to accomplish. And so, I had accomplished, I had a kind of a set goal and a purpose really for doing this. I mean, I wanted to have a job that was fun, but it had to provide for my family, right? So I had, at the time, I had two kids and a wife, and I needed to be successful. So I learned everything I could from the people that were successful, that were doing it before me, and I listened to them, and I followed their advice, and I worked really hard, and that's how you become successful. So learn from others, I guess, and have a goal, and then have a plan, and then work your plan.
What's one thing that you think makes you perfect for this job?
I like people,
Yeah.
so I like talking to people. I like learning about people. So I think that's probably because that's what I do, right? So I talk to people every day, and I talk to kids and talk to coaches, and you got to enjoy interacting with people. So
What's one thing you're working on this year in your role? One thing you're striving towards?
I'd like to, in helping other people with some new reps or some older reps that maybe aren't as successful, I would like to do what I can and help them reach their goals. So more about building the team thing is
Be a mentor.
yeah, exactly.
What do you feel is changing the most?
Technology. Technology's changed a lot about our industry. Some good, some of it has been good, I think. Some of it not so good, right? So technology is making it easier for people to raise money. Like they can send out emails and texts and post on social media, and people will give. What I get nervous about is that I really think that the personal touch, like the connection, the kid knocking on the door, or having actually meeting somebody. And so at Gold Athletics, we're trying to combine a little bit of both, so it makes it easy to fundraise, but at the same time, as I think, challenge kids to actually pick up the phone and make a phone call or go and knock on the door of a neighbor those are still skills that kids are going to need, and I think it's important that we continue to encourage those things, I guess, more than
Yeah, I agree. So looking into the future a little bit, in the next 5-10 years, where do you see your role going and how will it get there?
I see myself probably in the 3 to 5 year period being more of a manager, less of a fundraising guy. I think I'll still be in it and helping out and working with teams, but probably less, and probably managing people more than teams.
What kind of person does really well in the fundraising coach role?
They have to care about people, I think, and they have to be, again, I think it's just like in the sales role, they have to have a goal, right? And so they have to have and they have to have a plan, right? So if I have a guy that I'm working with and, he has a certain goal that he wants to reach, then there's certain things that I might be able to do to help him get there. I think we need to have a plan in place. We need to kind of agree on it. So I think we need to be goal-oriented and having a good attitude, an enthusiastic attitude is good too, because you need to encourage guys when they're struggling. I think you need to be the kind of guy that can come along and be supportive and be encouraging and really be a kind of a good fighter, because there's a lot of good things to be had, even in the struggle.
That's what I love about our team. There's a lot of good energy. Thank you for answering all my questions today, telling me about your role. Tell me what territory you manage.
So I work in the Northeast, and I work in north of Boston, basically.
I mean,
so yeah.
Okay, you cover a lot of ground.
Yeah, I do.
All right. Well, thanks so much again for your time, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks, Charlotte. You have a great day.
Hope you had a good weekend. Did you enjoy the Super Bowl?
Yeah, it was a good game.
Who are you betting on or rooting for?
I didn't really care. I was like, the Patriots weren't in it, so I have some friends that are Eagles fans, so I was kind of making fun for them, but whatever. I didn't care. I like Patrick Mahomes. I didn't care.
You weren't invested. Okay.